Oof. No, I don't need a light assault rifle Mark II. Alright. Hack into that. I'll read that in a second. Lockers are all empty. This will be fun. Oh, God. Might tinker or do a bit of modding before I head onwards. A draft of different safety announcements from when the press was still operational. Most of them have been crossed out. Safety guards are there to guard your safety. Replacement limbs are no replacements at all. Let's convey safety standards around our conveyor, and don't be a fool around the spools. I don't get many of those. They just don't make sense entirely to me. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is a big area. It's got 2 floors. So we should clear this out in no time at all. But before I do that, let's one repair all equipped. Break down. I picked up this plasma carbine, but I'm just going to break it down. Keep the rest. I've got a fun times barrel, magnum, and a gyro sight. All of which are fine. I want to keep those. As for the grenade launcher, in fact, I probably should give you something else, Felix. Because that's not very helpful, especially not in here. So how about you take... What's mine at? 764. Fine. Felix... You take the assault rifle. And let's mod this out for you. Start by giving you a magnum. I'll give you a range extendo sight for that one. And another fun times barrel. And then I'll tinker 4 times. Now it's more powerful than mine, but I can tinker mine 2 more times. 3 more times. Spend the money, and I'll bring it up to 898. Yeah. I'll throw another one onto the LMG as well. In case. Now, I've got the shotgun, and I definitely want the rifle. But it was worth spending a bit of money tinkering with stuff. Right. Start by going this way. I want to look over here. More heavy ammo. I definitely want that. Leaded armor. Oh, shit. Okay, well, this is going to be messy. I think we're good. Just going to wait for that to clear. Let's try this shotgun out. I probably should have modded this up. In fact, I will. I probably want a magnum on this shotgun, because more rounds equals better. Modify the... Can I not mod this shotgun? Really? What's it got on it? Level 18? No mod slots. Euthanasia kit. Has it got a special effect? Shooting for the head. Special effect knockdown. Damn. I was hoping to put a magnum on this thing so I have more than 4 shots. But I want to try it out. Oh, a grenade launcher 2. I must have got something that allowed me to look inside these, but I've forgotten what it was. Or maybe one of these two, I'm not sure. Or part of my armor? Speaking of which, I probably should have dealt with that. And then I don't need to break into that for 101 bits. Is effectively all I'm going to get out of that. God.
Looks like we're doing this.
Yep. I got caught something and I wasn't quite fast enough. Damn it, that's the first time I've died in a while. That's really embarrassing. Okay, we're gonna have to do this tactically. Oh, also, this shotgun's not that helpful. What's the individual shot power? 50 times 8, but I swear to God I'm not getting that. Okay. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Went a bit better with my companions involved. That's the problem with defensive. You really have to be a bit more reactive. Okay. So, not perfect. This place is already cleared out. I think it saved me back when I tried tinkering the second time. Oh my God in heaven.
You can count on me, boss. Here we go. One down. Don't mess with us.
Nicely done. Stun and your light machine gun did the job. I didn't mean to take that. Heavy machine gun 2. Alright, I'll take that. Now, I've got a heavy machine gun, but the heavy machine gun 2... Okay, I'm going to give Nyoka the heavy machine gun 2 after I've tinkered with it a bit. I would like the increased rate of fire for the heavy machine gun 2, because I've got that for the heavy machine gun 1. For the light machine gun, sorry. And I don't think they use up your ammo. Which is really useful. Okay, clear everything out first before I start checking these terminals. Yep.
Making it look easy.
Good, an exosuit I don't need. I will read that in a sec. Excuse me. Bit cartridges. That's the way out. Sell the junk. Now, hang on. Did I read that datapad back here? No, yes I did. That was emergency warnings. Let's read this one now. Final notes from Caden Shuster. I do hereby declare my official resignation, delivery services to the Terra 1 printing facility OD-2214 shall cease forthwith. During my tenure of service, I have made known numerous complaints regarding the hazards of working in this law-forsaken rock, including, but not limited to, the infestation of unknown insects in my sinus cavities, resulting in weeks of unpaid leave, ew, as yet unreimbursed loss of several articles of clothing due to the acidic properties of the local atmosphere, the constant and unrelenting aggression for the local wildlife, a persistent itching and coughing malady in my lungs, likely due to a breathing in trace amounts of sulfur, equally persistent indigestion, a symptom of overall nutritional problems stemming from the fact that I am in fact allergic to fish, which is the main diet provided to by the services based in Stellar Bay. I have received the following responses to these complaints, all of which I deem unacceptable. As a result of my loss of olfactory senses, I was deemed, quote, lucky to no longer suffer the stench of fish and sulfur. My wardrobe was replaced with uniforms out of Stellar Bay, which suffered the exact same degradation, and I was thus no better off. At my insistence, I was rewarded with the services of a local hunter, Neoka Ramner in Wentworth, who spent the entire service call inebriated and offending my sensibilities with off-color language. Neoka. Sounds like you. After a thorough medical examination, I was found to be in working health, which was deemed more fortunate than many. At my insistence that the additional dietary needs to be offered, I was instead awarded extra supplies of toilet paper. After this latest response, I hereby tell whoever is reading this to go hang themselves, and that your replacement rollers, ink carts, belting, bindings, key stamps, lubricants, and whatever else is in these infernal boxes can all be found rotting in the wilderness. Good day to you, Caden Shuster. Right, so rotting in the wilderness. That's a bit of a problem for me, because I kind of need those. D. Bolshov Equipment Reports, a subsidiary of Terra 1 Publication subsidiary of UDI. EUDL, sorry. UDL masks of factory filters and replacement rollers. Shipment status UDL masks. Ms. Bolshov, the UDL Mark IV security masks are meant for use in crowd dispersal scenarios. They are not appropriate for a workplace environment. Your purchase request has been denied. To whom it may concern. I was talking to one of our guards, and he isn't having any trouble breathing at all. In fact, none of our guards have had asthma attacks from the air here. We believe it is because of their gas masks. I've attached a purchase request for the safety equipment for the rest of us. Sincerely, Darlene Bolshov. No, was the answer from UDL. See, it kind of goes this way. To whom it may concern, my boss is using olfactory filters to ward off the stench of sulfur from this law-forsaken planet. I've attached a purchase request for a number of filters so the rest of us don't have to suffer. Focus testing indicates that the air quality on Terra 1 does not warrant the use of olfactory filters or any other scent-blocking equipment. Your purchase for something to deal with the stink of sulfur is denied. But the focus group said... Okay. The rollers in our printing press facility are degraded and will break soon. I've attached a purchase order for new ones. Our records indicate that your facility is not due for replacement parts for another 5 months. We will send new parts, including rollers, when that time comes. They aren't lasting as long because of the sulfur in this fucking air. We need new parts before the ones we've got break. According to the manufacturer, your current rollers are capable of retaining efficiency in all environments. We have no evidence to support your claim that the rollers are degrading because of this fucking air. No. Just no. No, I got some paperwork here. And it says no. Printing press is up there, but it's going to be all broken and shit. Based on what I'm reading. God damn it.
Alright, let's dance! Attacking! Don't mess with the best!
Surprisingly out of breath considering that wasn't very... I accidentally hanged this one up. Wow, that's genuinely impressive. You got caught in the roof. There. This is now... This Raptidon is now a wall decoration. Energy cell, energy cell. Oh, I don't need another shotgun. I got a tactical shotgun. I only had one knock you out bar. Have a second one on hand. Toilet. They do not look like comfortable toilets. But comfort is secondary, apparently. Oh, it would have been barred if we'd come up this way. Neat. Adreno. Advanced defensive helmet. Now, what do you guys got in terms of helmets? Advanced defensive helmet. Oh no, it's the same, but it's just better. It's called the same thing. Nyoka should have a slightly better one. Yeah, she's got a revamped power helmet. I'll give Felix, then, this advanced defensive helmet. Rodriguez R. On available messages, 1 hazard clause. Terry's birthday. No, we're not celebrating Terry's birthday. Terry's dead, folks. I know he meant a lot to everyone here, myself included, but let his untimely demise be a lesson about safety in the workplace. Don't pet the canids. Yeah. To all employees of Terra 1 Publications. Yes, the rumors are true. We're leaving. The board has decided to cut their losses and operate on Terra 2 instead. In accordance with the evacuation orders, we are to await a shuttle out of Cascadia. When we get word that our ride is on the way, we'll shutter this facility, pack up everything, and lock the door on our way out. Until then, however, we are expected to continue working. I'm sure reassignments are forthcoming, but that's not an excuse to slow down. We still have magazines to publish, people. Our customers are eager to find out what happens to Dissident Hunter number 112. Halcyon Referendum number 207, Terra 1 Hazard Clause. Public notice number 117 on the issuing of a hazard clause for Terra 1. This notice, issued on January 12, 2343, serves as a public denouncement of Terra 1 as a feasible workplace environment. Due to the hostility and aggressive nature of the wildlife, as well as the unsustainability of its natural flora for use in human consumption, the Halcyon Holdings Corporate Board has officially enacted a hazard clause covering the entirety of Terra 1. After an evacuation period of no more than 6 months, Terra 1 will be officially considered illegal territory. This is a unanimous decision, and any corporation caught operating on Terra 1 after the evacuation period will face fines and possible disbarment, as defined in Halcyon Code 22.1. Yeah, somebody tells me that Sanjar's plan just isn't going to work, but, you know, again, his business, not mine. 1 second. Energy cell, ammo, adreno. Bolter Pistol 2.0 I think I gave to someone, but I'll break them down. And that Heavy Machine Gun 2, which I don't need 2 of. Terra 1 Publications, a subsidiary of UDL. Printing press number 6. Printer is currently inoperable. Run diagnostics. Diagnostics result, faulty rollers. Consult your nearest printing engineer. Install rollers. New equipment detected. System must restart for realignment. Please wait. System restarted. Equipment alignment successful. Press number 6 is now operational. Return to Graham. So it's as easy as that. I thought we needed new belts and motors and shit. I think we will head out this way. I think that's everything I needed to do in there. Rats are bloody annoying to fight, by the way. Alright, I think we fast travel back to Amber Heights. Right. Let's reload my weapons, by the way, while I'm here and remembering to do that. Okay, Amber Heights. No need to run all the way across the region.
Must have been nice, throwing off the shackles of your old job, taking up the rugged life of a hunter.
Sure, it's... Wait, what?
The board must have forced you to do something until you decided to be a hunter. I was hauling boxes till the boss picked me up.
It's not like I threw off the shackles of some other life. I grew up on Monarch. I've always been a hunter. Anything else would be a waste of my outstanding talents.
I get it. You picked a path for yourself and never looked back. According to the board, what you did was impossible.
The board also claims it's impossible to live on Monarch, yet here I stand. They believe gainful employment necessary to one's survival. I believe the board can kiss my ass.
But you do technically have gainful employment. I mean, you're a hunter providing a service for a price. That's the gainful employment if I've ever heard one. Alright, Graham. It's not necessarily a salaried career, but it is still employment. Yeah, well, okay. Actually, it's more of a gig system, so maybe I'm wrong in that. But, you know, you have a reputation in contracts. Whatever.
If you'll just listen...
No, no more listening. No more preaching. We are losing people left and right. We need to act.
Enough, Zora. I'm not putting the torch to innocent people. Do you want to bring the board's cruisers and gunships down on us? Captain, apologies, but our situation...
What do you
proves
mean?
dire. Our people talk of foolish endeavors. What news do you bring?
What do you mean by bringing the torch to innocent people? Printing press is all yours. What are you arguing about?
We're out of time. We need food and ammunition. We need to hit Stellar Bay while we still have the manpower to do it.
That seems desperate.
It is. We are desperate. We're starving. My people are dying left and right.
You want to attack the city.
Yes, I know it's drastic, but it's clear that Sanjar will never cooperate. And if it's him or us...
I didn't think
us.
she'd choose that path. I've been to the printing press, it's clear.
Excellent.
I'll come back to that.
Did you find the Van Nuys?
Yes, Van Nuys are on their way back.
Thank the Eternal.
We're one step closer to bringing the truth to every man, woman, and child in Halcyon. For now, you can tell Hiram that I'll stop using Devil's Peak. From the pits of our eternal souls. Thank you, Captain. I have much to do. Articles to write, sermons to ponder. We live in such an exciting time. Let's talk later.
Hey, I need to see to the wounded, but drop by the clinic when you can. I want a word.
I'll tell you one thing, I'm not attacking the city with you. You want to reduce the amount of death. Assault on the city is not going to be the answer to that one. Welcome to Graham Bryant's personal conglomeration of notes and theories. I shouldn't read this. I shouldn't read this, not while he's standing right there. It's personal notes. I know I'm probably missing something, but I've got to head back up to the broker, but I want to do other things before I deal with that. I will talk with Blackwood. If she suggests I assist them in attacking the city, it's not going to happen. I'd rather see your people starve than that.
Hey, Captain. I need your help, and we ought to keep it hush-hush. You know about what happened here, right? The history of Amber Heights?
Only in part.
I read about this in Thrilling Tales of the Frontier. Pirates raided Amber Heights. It was a real bloodbath.
Right. Common belief is that the pirates fled to an old relay station that had already been abandoned, but nobody could find them. The station's locked up.
Okay.
But one of my people found an old data cartridge in a nearby rat nest. It's mostly corrupted, but I pulled a couple codes off of it. One is the code to the Amber Heights gate. I don't recognize the other, but it's similar. I bet it opens a door.
Well, the Amber Heights gate.
Right. The access codes to Amber Heights. What gets me is, if this belonged to the pirates, that
How did
means
I get
they
in?
knew someone there.
I don't remember inputting any code.
Someone gave them the gate code. All those deaths, Captain. All that blood is on their hands.
So you think Sanjar gave them the gate code? Well, why wouldn't he do it? Why are we keeping ourselves to this? Why are we keeping this to ourselves?
Graham isn't fond of talking about the history here. He had friends who worked here. The massacre hit him pretty hard.
Sorry, the original
You know him.
attack at 10 years
Live
ago.
and let live and all that. I don't want to burden him right now, especially if this ends up being a dead end.
A random door code doesn't sound useful.
I know it's a long shot, but if we miss something there, if you can get into that station, maybe we can get some answers.
Alright, relay station, see if the code's useful. Anything else?
Just a warning. The area's infested with mantisaurs. I'd send some help, but we're, you know, preparing for war.
A war you're gonna start. Alright.
Appreciate it. Here's the code. If it works, bring back anything you find. Supplies are best, but information's good too. If someone was behind the Amber Heights massacre, it'd give a lot of people around here some closure to find out who and string them up. Good luck. Watch out for the Taros.
I haven't run into any Taros around here. I would be surprised to learn Sanjar ordered the attack on Amber Heights 10 years ago. Is she just looking for a Casus Belli? Perhaps.
Felix, overheard you listening to Tossball. You a fan?
Am I a fan, she asks. I've been a fan since the Rangers won
Keep
the
jumping on these,
round.
Right. Explain something to me.
crates.
What the hell is the point of the six-pack?
Oh, it's easy. See, the six-back protects the fourth back from the eighth back. You want to think of the six-back as your 12th line of defense, yeah? Unless, and this is important, the game's in the third half. In that case, a good six-back knows how to pivot toward defense in case the other team runs the field.
I'm even more confused now. I'm just gonna turn my brain off and try to enjoy it.
Also the slogan of the Anti-Cleo Darlings.
Okay. Again, more tossball stuff. I'm not sure I'm getting it. Someone's come up with a game, probably. Like, whoever wrote that has probably genuinely come up with a game and how to play it, but, I haven't seen it. Okay, the broker's back up there. I can fast travel up. But I've done enough on Monarch for now. I'm going to come back to Monarch after I've done some more stuff elsewhere. And I want to do this sublight thing. Let's head back to the ship. That's in Cascadia. Bavati, I got your food. Oh, again?
Who keeps ordering these?
Okay, so occasionally we just have cows on our ship. I don't know how they keep getting them on. And nobody wants to talk about them.
The dustback casserole Mr. Raymond made smells incredible. Oh, I kind of want to take a little taste. But I'm gonna be strong. Now look how cute these cakes from Cascadia are. Someone even traced little hearts in them. I guess that settles dinner. Thanks for hauling me all over creation, Captain.
Not a problem. Shouldn't you get ready for Junlai now? I don't think we're gonna have the whole friggin' crew in for this day. That seems... It needs to be just the two of you.
Well, I was gonna, but then it hit me. I got this nice meal all planned out with music, and I got that soap to scrub up with, but I don't got nothing nice to wear, Captain.
Anything particular? Well, you're fine as you are.
I'm fine for overhauling an engine.
Are you aware who you're trying to take out?
Byzantium. Jolicoeur's haberdashery. I bet I could find something nigh on perfect at a place like that.
You know we can't get to Byzantium, right?
Not today, no, but maybe someday.
It sounds like you're delaying.
I'm a little crazy, Captain, but I think it's gotta be this place. I saw the lady who runs it on Aetherwave, and well, she made everybody she dressed feel better. Competent.
Alright, we'll swing by when we can.
Thanks, Captain. I know I've been asking a lot. But
So
you
we
helped
are
me
going to
out with
Byzantium. I wasn't sure if that was going to be even a location in this game. But, well, Byzantium is a place we'll need to head to in the future.
Welcome
Anything,
back, Captain.
I haven't spoken to you.
How can I be of assistance?
Just want to double check. There's nothing new. Nope, there is not. Thanks God I checked that. The largest of Halcyon's two Jovian gas giants. Jovian. As in Jupiter. That's what Jovian means. Tartarus. Well. Edgewater and Roseway. Well, I gotta go to Edgewater at some point to do what we need to do for Nyoka. I gotta head to Scylla. How about there? What? There's a new place on Scylla. Given the size of the asteroid, I'm surprised about that. So I guess we're going to the Scylla landing pad. I need to get the science weapon there, and I believe what Max needs, and then we can head to Harlow with Felix. That's, by the way, Nyoka, I need your armor off you. Sorry, I should replace your clothes with your own. What do you wear? There we go. Hiking gear and Max. No, sorry, Felix. Streetwear basic. Okay. Give you your regular clothes back. Vicar and Felix. Could have left Felix armored up, I suppose. Man, I forgot how pretty this place was. I love an asteroid. Now we are headed. Yeah, up to the... Up to the place I got absolutely massacred at last time. I suppose we just walk down here. But I feel a bit more... I should be capable of taking this. I have bad memories from here. But I should be able to take them now. Let's head up the road. We can cross back down here like we did beforehand. Come up. There. I meant to give someone the heavy machine gun. Vicar? Oh shit, I only took Felix. Ah, 1 second. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Alright, I now have both Felix and the Vicar on me. And for this particular occasion, I'm going to set them both to aggressive. Which Vicar was already at, and generally stays on.
Nobody? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow, those scrap mechanicals go down much faster than they used. Well, I did upgrade my weapon.
That's the last of him.
Yeah, I forgot I upgraded my weapon. It's a little more powerful now. So going through these mechanical centers should be a lot easier. Come on, show me your little weak spot. No.
Here we go.
Damn it.
That had to hurt.
Much better. I'll sell off a bunch of stuff in a sec.
Impressive as always.
Thank you, Vicar. Now, there is a science weapon or impact hammer Mark II I'm going to leave behind. Is there... Nope. Might just be a random shop. The science weapon... Journal... is over here. Solar weapon. Let's head there first. You right? Freaked me out there. Doesn't look like there's much else here. That pretty much does it. Mandibular rearranger. Use of this terminal for leisure activities is a violation of employee indenture contract clause 227.1c, time theft. Fines will be levied accordingly. Main menu. Messages. Okay. All messages sent and received by this terminal are the property of Hephaestus Mining Corporation. Personal messages may be sent with supervisor approval. The cost of personal messages will be deducted from employee salary. Please select the message you wish to view. Message number 1, preliminary survey results. From Thackeray B. Supervisor, Site Supervisor, to Evers L. JVP Remote Extraction. Subject Scylla preliminary survey results. We've completed our initial survey and have to admit that your hunch was right. I owe you lunch next time I'm on Terra 1. We barely started our survey before we uncovered a mineral vein with high densities of yttrium, and scandium. There's a limit to how much my team can extract in these precious suits. Get us a terraformer and some prospecting mechanicals, and this little venture of ours is going to make us all rich. Hope the weather on Terra 1 isn't getting you down. I hear our permanent facility on Hephaestus is almost ready for habitation. Thackeray B, Site Supervisor to JVP Extraction Monthly Status Report. Thanks for rushing us to that replacement part. Thanks for rushing us that replacement part, Linda. So that's Linda Evers. My team got the former repaired. My team got the apostrophe former. What's the apostrophe for? Repaired, and it's busy churning out O2 again. The terraformer. Got it. I was trying to figure out what it was trying to contract there. Like you would say, the former object, but it didn't make sense grammatically speaking. Did you have to send one loaded with seed stock? Damn grasses are triggering my allergies. Survey efforts continue. That initial vein ran drier quicker than we'd hoped, but we're getting promising results from other locations. Density of scandium lower than the first site, but yttrium is still at acceptable levels. I think it might actually be yttrium. I should pronounce it that way. We had a board team here last week scanning for signals from the Hope. We could all guess the results from how unhappy they looked. It's been 3 years since the board classified their ship as missing. You'd think we'd be over it by now. Status report day 268. Congratulations on your promotion, youngest full VP in company history. Just promise me that you won't promote that drill bit Needham to replace you. Needham. Very well. Bad news, Lynn. All the sites within the terraformer's dome have run dry. The mechanicals are bringing back good samples from beyond the retention field. I'll be sending you a requisition for a hauler to relocate the terraformer closer to new sites. My team has heard that you arranged for some circus time traveling show to stop at our base. It was a big morale boost. We can't wait for some entertainment out here. Message for denial of site relocation. Your request for site relocation on that useless rock is denied. You've had over a year to generate a profit, and if you haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen. And Evers is too busy to hide your incompetence. I don't want to hear any of your absurd excuses either. The terraformer failure was bad enough, but this drivel about primals running loose and damaging your equipment is the limit. The utter limit, do you hear? Operations on your site are terminated, effective immediately. I've got a new site in mind for you, one of the rocks, orbiting Hephaestus. The temps are a cool 170 degrees Celsius. You'll love it. Needham. Needham changed there. I think Needham must have been promoted to vice president. Junior vice president. There we go. That's what JVP stands for. Must have been promoted, as he didn't want to have happen, and everything's been shut down. Yada yada yada. Happy birthday, Julia. Our visiting board team reminded me of the date. We should be celebrating your 42nd birthday today. I'll try and get you drunk at the latest with the latest Rizzo's concoction. You turn up your nose and say it was nowhere near as good as Earth wine. I don't know where you are, big sis. It's been 13 years since you entered hibernation. Since the Hope started its journey, I don't know what happened, or why you never got here. If the Architect is kind, you didn't suffer. I think about you all the time. Every one of the big interstellar conveyors blazes past. I look up and hope. Hope. Whoever named that damn ship should take a walk in the ether. I am sorry, I should never have convinced you to sign the indenture contract and join me on Halcyon. I'll never stop thinking about you, Jules. Please forgive me. Reminder, ask about Sublight. Ask Linda for info on this Sublight company. That freighter captain claimed to work for them. Very strange ship, no corporate branding or colors. The captain didn't wear an approved uniform. Dealing with him left me feeling out of sorts. Had some interesting items for sale, though. Can't shake the feeling that they fell off the back of a conveyor. Captain sold Harris something called the Rearranger, then left it before we, discovered the damn thing doesn't work. Only thing it rearranged was the number of bits in Harris's cart. Looks like some strange text. Maybe a scientist can make something of it. No, so they just bought it off of Sublight. The Mandibular Rearranger. One-handed melee. Nyoka can have that. Do you want it? I don't think she gets much of a upgrade to using science weapons. But it's there now. Created by unknown, possibly deranged scientists. Exactly how it works and why is a mystery and has never been duplicated. Special effect stagger. They all seem to stagger. That's like the thing that they do. Now. The Hermit is over here, in this building. I'm going to look over here first, if you don't mind. And I'm going to go to this TNL station and sell off what little junk I have. Is that me? That was me grunting there. Or maybe in the Vicar. They seem to grunt a lot on this asteroid. An empty room. Fascinating. By the way, Vicar.
You caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged.
Did I?
What's occupying your thoughts? I find...
Let's talk about this personal quest of yours.
I must admit, I'm feeling trepidation about meeting this so-called hermit. I may finally find the answers I've been looking for. But will they be enough? I suppose they'll have to be.
That's all that was said.
What's on your mind?
I want to ask you something about this Harlow guy before we go to his place, but it's in a different part of the asteroid.
Yeah, sure thing. Ask away.
You said Harlow was your mentor?
Yeah. I was just a lonely orphan kid getting my knuckles dirty. Clyde? I want to say he saw some potential in me. Like as not, he just took pity on me. So he took me in. Gave me a place to live. Gave me something to believe in.
Harlow must have made enemies the way he talked about revolutions.
Clyde wasn't an idiot. He kept his head down, worked hard. Did as he was told. You're not going to catch him standing on a soapbox decrying the tyranny of the board. But when the Mardettes had their backs turned, oh yeah, he carried on about starting a revolution. Said he was going to do something big.
I get... Maybe he tried it and it didn't work out.
Yeah, boss?
Never mind. Alright, let's head to the Hermit and then we'll head to Harlow. You start a revolution. Yeah, you just start one of those revolutions. You know how easy those are to start. You know, people just do revolutions now and then. And they always go brilliantly, every single time. Nice place you've got here, ma'am. Very nice. I approve.
What have the solar winds deposited on my doorstep now? Just more dirt and debris? Or do you actually believe you are here seeking the truth? I must admit, I tire of the truth seekers. Mayhaps you're here to rob me? That would be so much
Mayhaps,
more
I'm afraid
exciting.
not. I'm here seeking the truth. That depends. Who are you?
Oh, the audacity. Strangers enter my home and demand to know who I am?
That's precisely what I've done.
Is this a multiple choice question? Because I'm not sure I remember anymore.
Well, the ex-con obviously lied to us. I don't want to rob her. This woman has nothing but a buffoon.
No, she's not. She's a lady of transcendent wisdom. Can you not see that?
Not particularly, no.
Very astute. And I'm out here to meditate and contemplate the unendurable mystery without being bothered. So why are you bothering me?
We're here to get this book translated. Max?
We've been told this was once yours. I believe the knowledge within here contains the answers I seek. Answers that will free men's minds from toil.
I can translate it, but it won't do you any good. I can see you are a man in a hurry, and the insights in that book would take you years of study to fully comprehend.
I have spent my life in contemplation. I believe my mind is prepared to receive the truth.
We've come a long way to help Max get some peace. Is there anything you can do to help?
There is one way that can speed up the process. It involves a combination of several ingredients, some of which can be fatal. It is not for the faint of heart or the unprepared.
You want a poison or drug? This doesn't seem like the way to truth. When you say ingredients, you mean drugs, right?
A crass way to put it, but yes. Chemicals that can expand or destroy the participant's consciousness.
No, they can just fuck with your brain. They don't expand anything. All it's doing is just fucking with your brain. And what happens if you're unprepared?
Either hallucinations followed by unconsciousness and a headache, or raving insanity, which can be fun in its own way.
Seems like the latter for you. Okay, Max.
And I believe he may be right. There is both violence and peace warring inside you, Max. This process would be extremely tenuous for one such as yourself.
I'm committed, no matter the cost.
No matter the cost. It's just drugs, Max. We ain't making you walk in front of a firing squad.
It's just drugs. I'm not in. I'm not taking anything. No, Max can take whatever he likes, but I'm not involved in this.
Very well. Not like I'm going anywhere. Head on into the meditation room when you decide you're ready, and partake of the sacramental incense.
Why do I have to be involved in this?
On the table for you.
No, Max, you do it. Wait, what? Join Max in his vision quest. No. No. Botching that one. Or whatever. Leaving it behind. If there's no way to get Max, like, no, Max does his own thing. This is his business. I'm not taking anything from that woman under any circumstances for any reason. I don't care about spiritual awakening. Certainly don't care enough to poison myself or risk insanity. So you can quite frankly go to hell. God, what a ridiculous thing to ask someone. Alright, let's head to Friendship Stew. We'll, fast travel back to the Unreliable. But yeah, it's like, are you kidding? I didn't ask, I'm not here for spiritual awakening.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion in the kitchen.
Oh dear. Now those two don't get on, do they?
Max. Maximilian.
Hold on. Gotta change him back into human clothes. I thought they automatically did this on the ship, but I'm wrong.
Vicar. Vicky.
What?
Shoot, I forgot. It'll come to me.
Okay, Ellie's just annoying him. That's amusing. Right, down to Mr. Harlow's location. I thought he'd be on, like, wherever Scylla is. I don't know if we'll need to be armored up for this bit. Max can stay behind. Let's go with Ellie and Felix. Construction mechanical, good. I don't think this place is going to be dangerous. I think this should be pretty good. Volker. What's a Volker?
Hey, you. Looking for something?
Is that your name? Outlaw? Yeah.
Where do you think you're going?
Clyde Harlow's expecting us.
Yeah. The captain said we might be getting a new recruit. That you then?
Sounds like Clyde's jumping to conclusions, but yeah, I'm Felix.
You're on a first-name basis with Captain Harlow, huh? All right, go on through.
Thank you. Okay, he wants...
My sights on you.
Good. I think he'll be inside, right? Well, let's look over here first. Yeah, he's inside. I don't have plans to join any revolutionary group today. Certainly not on whim. So he leads an outlaw gang, apparently. Maybe the high-minded ideals are a front for more selfish endeavors, as they often tend to be. You would be Clyde.
Well, hey there, Hullhead. Clawed your way out of the groundbreaker at long last?
Uh-huh. Oh, sorry, were you expecting me to say something? Maybe a long time no see, or a you've aged, old man?
No, it's fine. I'll do my own introductions. Marcus Ashikaga, Harlow, Marcus Ashikaga.
Your captain has a sense of humor, Felix. Good. There's a time and place for humor. So, you took Felix under your wing. Kept him busy. Good. Kid always needed a place to belong.
I don't know what you're trying to say, but he's earned his keep with us.
Hear that, Clyde? I've been making something out of myself.
He's been doing pretty good.
So long as you haven't been making a fool of yourself. I'm sure Felix has no end of stories to tell of your exploits together. I look forward to catching up with the boy.
Felix had plenty to say about you.
I imagine he has. I was a mentor to the boy during his formative years. You might say I have an elder brotherly interest in his development.
Oh, would have been nice to know that sometime in the last, hang on, doing some math. Half a decade?
5 years, that's half a decade.
Something big. Something the likes of which Halcyon has never seen. And I want Felix to be a part of my initiative. I'm fulfilling a promise I made to the boy. That one day, he and I would change the colony together. That day has finally arrived.
Easy there, Clyde. No one said nothing about throwing in with you. In case you didn't notice, I'm pretty happy where I am.
I'm not asking you to walk away from your captain, Felix. But neither should you allow yourself to be controlled by fear. Change is not to be feared.
Not
Brought you here
some
because
change
I
is
wanna
to be
know where
feared.
Felix's loyalties lie. When the day of our revolution comes, I want to know that I can rely on him.
You want to put him through a test.
Everyone in my crew proves their loyalty. No exceptions. Not even Felix. I want you to deal with a traitor for me. Name's Trask. Kill him, and bring me proof of his death. His ring should do nicely.
This guy sounds like he's going to be the horrific once his revolution has passed, he's going to be the sort of Lenin-esque horrific dictator putting everyone in the gulag that he doesn't like. Yeah, I'm not big on murdering people without genuine proof of... Or, you know, actually, I guess I've taken bounties, but, you know, that wasn't just on someone say-so. That's because they had bounties. That's a different thing. They were going to pay me for it. What did this Trask do to deserve death? I need a reason.
Ratted us out to the board. He's been an informant. Has been for years. When he realized I was onto him, he and his little cadre mutinied. Killed 5 of my own in Tucktail. I don't know where he's hiding, but his wife might. Rosanna. Lives on the Groundbreaker last I checked. Rosanna knows my crew by name and face, but you're a stranger to her. She'll talk to you.
I remember Rosanna, I seem to think. There's more to this than you're letting on.
You think so? Maybe we should have a word with Trask. Get his side of the story first.
I agree.
You're wasting your breath bandying words with that traitor. But if it makes you feel better, by all means. Remember, I want proof. Bring me his ring. I don't care if the hand's still attached.
Alright,
Here,
got it.
my token. Think of this as my personal signature. Anyone who knows me by my works will know me by this token.
How well do you know Felix?
Well enough. It's been a few years, but I still remember a thing or two. You had a chip on your shoulder. You'd argue over anything, and you'd never back down.
What do you mean, had? For the record, you never could admit when you lost an argument.
You see what I had to deal with?
Very, very closely. Something I'd like to ask you.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, there were a few other dialogue options. You said you were working on something big, but I don't think he's going to tell me.
A revolution is the work of a lifetime, Captain. I've spent my life preparing for the day of Halcyon's reckoning. Everything you see around you is the result of that preparation. A base of operations, loyal soldiers, freedom from the board's oversight.
Yeah, that's not... Okay. That's not a revolution. That is a... Well, it's an insurgency at best. A revolution requires support from... you need popular support. You need military support. Not a rival army. You need the military, or those that control the military. You need to support you. You need the keys to... You need the keys to power. Those that control the economy, those that control the communications. You need a lot more than just a base of operations and a couple dozen soldiers. You can't... You won't take it. You'll just... So you're a band of outlaws living on the edge of an asteroid. Do you have popular support? I've never heard of you. I don't hear people chanting your name in the street.
Not all revolutions involve bloodshed and fire, Captain. The purest act of rebellion is to live according to one's own means, independent of any masters.
And your troops?
One day, when the board is weak and Halcyon vulnerable, we may claim a piece of this system for ourselves.
Oh.
Until then, we bide our time.
Well then, feel free and have fun, but sounds like you have some plan to overthrow the board, though.
Hardly.
No, they're just... Oh, you...
Tomorrow, next year, a generation from now, eventually...
Talk up your friggin' bullshit of revolution. You just...
Entropy is the natural state of the universe, Captain. All systems inevitably dissolve. When that day comes to Halcyon, we will be ready.
Okay. What makes you think you're free?
The skies around Scylla are curiously absent of patrol ships. It's almost as if the board's sphere of influence is shrinking. Besides, our facility is well armed and located on defensible terrain.
Yeah, that doesn't mean freedom, though.
To us, we'll make them pay.
That's not how freedom works, just because you can... Well, it kind of is. It depends. Like, individual freedom or collective freedom, whatever. Let's change the subject.
Something on your mind?
But I like this high-minded talk about revolution. All you want to do is buy a piece of land and live without, government interference. You're an objectivist.
That Harlow reminds me of my old dentist, and not in a good way.
God help me. Some of these people need a dictionary more than they need a revolution. I could steal stuff from around here, but, let's just have a poke around. Vending machines, various bits and pieces. That's stealing. You got a container with Spacer's Choice in. Contraband pharmaceuticals. Brought down salvage cargo, ransomed crew. Salvage cargo crew joined up. Subversive literature. Salvage cargo crew jettisoned an escape pod. As usual, we were able to intercept these ships despite how cleverly they masked their heat signatures. Our patron pulled through again with that tracking data. We don't know how they got their hands on it, but we're in no position to refuse charity. I'm beginning to wonder about our patron. Is this patron anyone we know? When we picked up our scanners and sniffed the system for our latest Wildcat, we picked up a signal from a corporate freighter nearby. It was holding 10 times more cargo than our target. No sooner did we scan it than a message came through ordering us to go after the Wildcat instead. Something doesn't add up. Until I get answers, stay skeptical. Harlow's the boss. Rule 2. Oh, Pirate's Code. Rule 1, Harlow's the boss. Again, yeah, that doesn't sound like freedom. Rule 2, fuck the board. Rule 3, why are you still reading, pig? Wake up. If you're reading this, board already owns you. You went looking for the rules. Why? Because that's life. Because life's a game to you. Maybe you like being played. You guzzle down that sense of security like it's purple berry-flavored opium. If not a revolution, if we're using the weapons they raised against us time and time again. From the front lines. What? I don't know what this guy's talking about, but it doesn't make sense to me. Rule 1, Harlow's in charge seems pretty much the only rule here. Alright. Next stop. Well, I'm not doing the Empty Man, because I'm not partaking in meditative aid to join Max in his vision quest. I don't care about Max's vision quest. I don't need to experience it with him. Why can't I say, Max, do this on your own? That should be a completely reasonable response. So if and the fact that I am not taking any kind of drugs apart from medicinal, ones with medicinal purposes, not recreational, then, you know, the Hermit Lady and Vicar Max can go screw themselves. And I don't care about the religious thing. I don't want spiritual awakening. So that's Max's problem and not mine. So if he can't do it without me, then he can't do it at all. Rebecca and Anders are on. I'm thinking of going to Terra 2. I can't go to Byzantium just yet. So it's either back to... You know what? Let's go to that ship and get that salvage. That one sounds like a lot more fun.
Sam, my vacuum tubes.
Oh, hey Sam.
No, not those. The ones in port. Yes, there. Thank you. And while you're at it, could you switch my binaries to that? Exactly. I haven't felt this clean and efficient since Captain Hawthorne installed my subalternate auxiliary backup processor.
Well, you guys like each other's company, perhaps more than I'm entirely comfortable, but you know, I'm not here to judge. Hey Sam, what do you think about some salvage? That sounds like... I think I want to get Sam out. For HRS 1084.
We've reached HRS-1084, Captain. It's emitting a very weak docking signal. I almost expect it is normal etheric static.
Well, let's find out. Sam and Ellie. You consider yourself a pirate, don't you? How about that?